It is morally incumbent upon us to help them.
Tonight we're asking like you, how is this happening? Right now, thousands of relief workers and troops have been deployed to Puerto Rico as the crisis there continues following Hurricane Maria. More than 3 million people still without power. 90% of the homes have been damaged. Nearly half of the people have no water. 16 people have been dead, and it's estimated the damage on the island could be between $45 and $95 billion. And Puerto Rico was already crippled by an economic crisis before the hurricane hit. Residents are desperate for fuel on the island. They need it for their vehicles and the power generators to light their homes and businesses. Most of the fuel the island gets is shipped from the U.S. mainland, but one port is closed. A second only operates during the day with limited shipping. Tanker trucks having big problems trying to negotiate the roads that have been blocked or damaged. Basic resources like food, water, fuel, and medicine increasingly hard to find in Puerto Rico. Thousands of containers of supplies were sitting at the San Juan port today. The governor says the storm caused a shortage of truck drivers needed to deliver those supplies. They're asking for private cruise lines and airlines to help transport aid to Puerto Rico. A Royal Caribbean vessel is delivering a cargo of electric generators and water and medical supplies to Puerto Rico, St. Croix, and St. Thomas, all hit by hurricanes. And back here on Capitol Hill today, Democrats calling on President Trump to do more, lots more.
And Mr. President, you say it's a small island out there in the ocean. Well, you built a golf course there, so you obviously know where it's at because you've played golf there many times. Go and deliver the necessary things that the people of Puerto Rico need today.
Our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters are American citizens. They have fought in every conflict. They have shed blood. They have died for our freedoms. It is morally incumbent upon us to help them.
You might have heard Maryland Congressman Anthony Brown say yesterday, get the military involved. All of the armed forces, they're built for this kind of disaster. They can fix this. President Trump has touted the federal government's response, but said yesterday it was a very difficult situation. Today, his administration lifted the Jones Act. That's a plus. The law prevents foreign vessels from delivering goods to the island. Now Puerto Rico can receive goods from foreign governments for up to 10 days. We're hearing that a lot of Americans don't know a lot about Puerto Rico. Really, it's a U.S. territory. They know that much. But the island has a governor and a legislative body. But the president of the U.S. is still the chief of state. Trade, foreign policy, communication laws, military laws, and a lot more all fall under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Big difference between Puerto Rico and the 50 states is citizens of Puerto Rico have no voting representation in Congress. Sound familiar? Just like for those of us that live here in the nation's capital. But while we can vote for the president, voters in Puerto Rico cannot. People in Puerto Rico do not pay a federal income tax, but they do pay Social Security, Medicare, and local taxes. Now, earlier this year, Puerto Ricans voted to become the 51st state in the U.S., but Congress still has the final say on that. Now, regardless of the politics, people there are American citizens. They need our help, just like people did in Texas and Florida. And you might consider talking to a lawmaker to urge them to help, or you might consider making a donation to a worthy charity.